25 inches in parts of eastern South Carolina. That's more than 2 feet of rain because this thing has been moving at a crawl. It's just crawling along, just loitering off the South Carolina coast, and potentially up to 15 inches. That's more than a foot of rain in parts of North Carolina as well. Will this have an impact in Ontario and Quebec? Yes, but not today. Today is a beautiful day. You got high pressure, no real humidity to deal with in the south. Temperatures 24, 25 degrees. Ottawa, Montreal, Toronto, Quebec City. Just a gorgeous day, but things will change, and Nadine Powell has the update.
Debby proving to be a deadly and destructive storm, continuing to bring heavy flooding rains with all of that moisture funneling in from the Atlantic into the Carolinas, and even still back toward on the backside coastal sections of Georgia into Florida. Debby will have some implications for us here at home. You can see still through our Wednesday and Thursday wobbling across the U.S. Southeast before eventually continuing to make its way up the eastern seaboard. And something a little bit different now compared to yesterday. The track has shifted a little bit farther inland. So what that means is that there could be more moisture pushing back into parts of the Lower Lakes region and into southern Quebec. You can see there that heavy moisture pulls in for us all the way from eastern Ontario through Quebec and even into Atlantic Canada. This possibly beginning as early as Friday and taking us through the weekend. Now, of course, there is still some fine-tuning to be done, but just an indication here of the significance of the rainfall that'll be pushing in. We could be looking at some significant totals, maybe even some localized flooding for parts of eastern Ontario through southern Quebec and up the St. Lawrence. And there will be some rainfall impacts to Atlantic Canada too.
All right, thank you very much, Nadine. So I mentioned the high pressure today. Enjoy that. Now, we do have low pressure coming into northwestern Ontario, bringing some locally heavy rain and storms today. And then tomorrow, that moves across the northeast early. And in southern Ontario, isolated thunderstorms tomorrow. That's still well ahead of Debby, but this low could help. That's one of the reasons why maybe Debby is tracking a little further west. It's helping to pull that storm a little further inland. So Friday is the best chance of remnant Debby moisture for Toronto and Ottawa, which could be heavy rain, Montreal as well, and likely Saturday into, say, Halifax. So we'll keep an eye on that. St. John's, meanwhile, the regatta, of course, a go today. People out enjoying themselves along the shores of Kitty Vitty Lake for the annual race. But the weekend, a chance of rain showers at that time, track dependent. The heat wave continues across Northwest Territories and Nunavut. Inuvik yesterday hit 32.7 degrees, and you could be nearly that warm again today and tomorrow. Temperatures not nearly as warm across the southern prairies. We do have some scattered storms from the Interlake region to northwestern Ontario, as well as southern areas of Alberta and towards the foothills. The rain, though, in the south is needed, but we could certainly do without the hail.